Hey guys, my name is Robert Joseph Estrada III. Today I'm going to show you my opinion on 24 ways that the military is going to prepare you for sales. All right, the reasoning why, my goal is so you can understand the transferability of your value in the many years that you've spent dedicated to your country. Thank you for your service, by the way. And how you need to now, you've served the mission of your country, now you're serving your family, now you're serving your community, now you're serving yourself first. And the way you're doing that, and the reason why, is so you can get a whole lot of money. Okay? So my goal and the way I'm going to structure this is from basic reasons to advanced reasons. That's why you're going to want to stick to the end. A little bit about me, just so you know why you should even listen to me, why you should give a crap about a single word that comes out of my mouth, is I have sold while I was active duty military, in between shifts for my business successfully. On top of that, I've been mentored by Grant Cardone's elite sales team and his sales organization 101. They're pretty arguably the best sales organization on the planet. On top of that, I've also learned from many sales trainers, pretty much a lot of the best of the best. I'm not saying that I'm even close to anywhere near those guys, but I've just done a very lot. On top of that, I've done door to door. I've been shot at 9 times. What? I was unfazed. After that, I then became the best setter in the company after getting shot at. So a lot of good things that I got there. So I'm going to start with a sneak peek into the advanced one before I go into the more basic reasonings why it's going to be so valuable that you came out of the military and how you can be prepared for sales. A start for the advanced is I just titled it Knife by the Bed. Okay, that is, sales is chaos, business is chaos. You're trained, so if I wake up, you could spin me in 3 circles, throw me in a pool, and it's freezing cold, and I'm still going to be able to adapt. I'm chill. Like, I'm chill with chaos. It's like, great. There's a lot of chaos in the car. There's a lot of chaos in the sales world. I should be able to know my script front, back, and center along with my objections. So on top of the fact that you're always ready, you always have a knife by the bed, you're always chilling with chaos, it's also that, you know, you're okay with violence. Like, again, I'm not condoning violence by any means, and I'm using it as an analogy that sales can sometimes be a confrontational sport, and you got to be okay with, like, button heads, confrontation, violence. Okay, you got to be okay. You're okay with confrontation. Okay, so number 1, discipline. You got to realize that about 90%, and again, this is a big statistic to say, but I'd say a lot of sales, honest to God, is just showing up. You just got to be able to show up every day, day in, day out, do the thing, just kind of turn your brain off and just be disciplined. Jocko Willink, one of the greatest people ever, as far as discipline is concerned in my book, aside from our great Stoic philosophers, discipline equals freedom, okay? Yeah! In the military, you got to show up every day. So, I mean, it's just, you got to show up. So it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you've got 2 hours of sleep. It doesn't matter if you got drunk the night before. You got to show up. You got to be consistent. You got to put in the reps. Where most regular, I'm going to say civilian, where most civilian sales reps are going to fail is that they don't put in the reps and they just kind of fly by the seat of their pants because they don't have the past experience of being forced to go and go and go, even when they feel they're absolute worst in the world. Oh, like you just got drunk the night before and you did a 0 to 4 shift. That's what discipline is for. Number 2, thick skin. Okay, rejection is going to happen a very lot in sales. On top of that, you're going to be put in many stressful situations. People are going to reject you. People are going to say, hey, F off. Rejection is going to kind of slide off your shoulders. That is the reasoning why, stereotypically, you have drill instructors at the beginning in boot camp screaming at your face. You see all those videos, like there's people screaming at you. It's the reasoning why. It's so you have a thick skin. It's pretty stereotypically why exactly it happens. It's why they put you under so much pressure. That's why you want to kill your drill instructor when you're done. That's when you have leadership that kind of barks at you. I'm not saying that's good leadership, by the way, but that allows you to have thick skin. Adaptability, number 3. Hey guys, we're changing up the tactics. Hey guys, we're changing up the strategy. Okay, cold calling isn't going to work. Guess what? Now we got to try doing Zooms. Hey, we're actually going to change the lead funnel. We're doing a whole new script. Boop, no problem. Done. Just give it to me. All right, let's take a rep at it. Let's take a shot. I mean, in the military, you're constantly moving. You're in new situations. You're in new environments. Moving from Virginia to San Diego to, you know, certain people that went overseas. If you're in the Navy and on a ship, you know, you're probably sharing the same bunk with somebody. If you're in the Army or in the Marines and you're in a sandy country, I'm not going to throw names out there of Iraq or Afghanistan, though I just did. Okay, you're going to be pretty uncomfortable and it's going to take a lot of adapting. I just want to double clarify that I was by no means in those locations. I'm not stealing valor. I'm saying for those individuals that were. that is what they're going to get out of it. And to be honest, it's probably my biggest regret and my biggest thing I'm upset about is the fact I didn't get to go to those, I don't want to say cool places because that could spark some controversy, but you know, when you're a man and you want to do stuff like that, it hurts a little bit. So number 4, confidence under pressure. Dude, pressure in sales is nothing compared to like the pressure they're going to put you through in the military. And you got to be very cool. You got to hold your tongue when somebody that is above you in rank, either enlisted or officer, is yelling at you, or someone who's even the same rank that has been given a higher title. You just kind of hold your tongue. You're like, cool, that's great. I can deal with the pressure, and I have confidence. Done, 100%. Absolutely, sir. I'm right on it when I get to it. You know some of the things, like you just got to breathe a little bit slower. You practice maintaining composure, okay? Number 6, and honestly, this is probably the most important one. If I were to say what's probably the most important one, to be honest, it actually might most likely be number 6, teamwork mentality. It's a team sport. No one is the best. Nobody is the most important, okay? You have to work with a team. Everybody's supporting everybody, all right? Like marketing is supporting sales. Sales is supporting, I don't know, HR. Ugh, no. Ew. But you have to learn to work together. You know, you gotta understand that. It's, hey, I'm doing this for my buddy. My buddy's with me. Well, you are going to have a competitor mentality of like, I want to be the best closers, the best salesmen. Treat your team like a unit. If number 6 is not the most important, number 7 is going to be leadership. That's probably, if not number 6, number 7 is that leadership is, if not, probably the most important thing in sales. In fact, if I were to argue why most people are hiring in the corporate world or in any sales job, why they like to hire military dudes nowadays, they used to not, they used to hate us, but why they do it now is because of the leadership experience that you have. Maybe you get some angry dude like me, but they're like, hey, you know what? That's actually probably good in a sales role. Okay, because he's not going to take no for an answer. Yep. But you understand, like, okay, again, I just keep on referencing Jocko Willink so bad. It's almost hard not to. But you know when to lead and you know when to follow. You know how to take orders and you know how to like take responsibility and take over a project and how to like actually maintain composure and get the thing done. Again, this is a bullet point. This is not a whole video on leadership. This is just read maybe 100 books on leadership. I can't talk about that all here. And again, I am by no means some great leader. I don't even know if I'm a good leader, to be completely transparent with you. I'm just saying that this is one of the great things that some great men in the military I have seen have come out with this ability to lead others like no other that I have seen that has not been in the military, okay? Number 8 is systems thinking. It's like, you know, in the military, okay, great, like checklists, processes, SOPs. In sales, it's the exact same stuff. Scripts, processes, SOPs. Follow-up processes, cadences. You're going to naturally think in like a step-by-step format, and that's how you're going to be able to scale. Number 9 is obviously going to be emotional control. With all these other things, the thick skin, the adaptability, the discipline, it all comes to, I can control my emotions. I understand that I trust myself when I'm put in a situation where others might get flustered. I'm going to be imperturbable. I'm going to be stoic. I'm going to control my emotions. I'm going to utilize them in the manner. I'm going to focus my emotions like a laser beam and control them to get the sale, to get the job done, to maintain composure. Number 10, mission mindset. Mission, objective, execution. That's the military. Quota, goals, daily action. That's sales. If you're given a task or you're given a mission when you're in the military, you're not going to argue it. You don't get a chance to not do it. You don't get an opportunity to quit, which is going to get into number 12, but like you can't quit. You got to get the mission done. Yeah. Number 11 is like attention to details. One thing that the military is very infamous for. I will never forget, ever since I was in freaking boot camp, I'm like, why am I folding my underwear? Why do I even give a single like, why do I care? Why do I need to fold my bed in a certain way and tuck the corners in? This is the most, I came here to kill bad guys. I didn't come here to freaking fold my underwear perfectly so I could pass an inspection. I used to argue, and I used to not argue, but I used to think like the way that you do one thing is the way you do everything was what I was told. And I'm like, that is absolute bull. Like, I don't believe that even 1%. But then I came to realize like, oh, you know what? Actually, that is true. And it is just pretty freaking true. There are caveats, but for the most part, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Again, there's a caveat to that. Well, the military, it's like attention, got it. Like my gear check, does my shirt ironed perfectly? Are my things folded? Is my bed tucked in? Do I look neat and presentable in a military fashion? Am I properly at attention? Am I properly at parade rest? Like every small detail matters. Same with sales. Is my tone right? Am I following the script? Am I saying or am I doing a high pitched tonality too much? That's the importance of attention to the tiny details, because that's how you get 1% better. Again, that's why it's a compound effect. It's not 10% better. Oh, dude, it's only 1%. Yes, it's only 1% better daily. Compound effect. An amazing book. I feel like I should link it. The Compound Effect. I don't remember who it's by, but it's an amazing book. 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 100 days, I'm 100% better. 12 is a never quit mentality. Like, again, you got to smile and dial, boys. Same like the penguins of Madagascar. Smile and wave. You got to keep going. You're built and you're trained to like push past fatigue, to push past boredom, to push past seeing no results. You just got to keep dialing, keep dialing. Oh, that one went out the window. Oh, I probably could have done that one better. But you know what? I'm just going to not really judge myself too much. And I'm just going to press dial again. Or I'm going to take another, if you're not a cold caller, I'm going to go ahead and take another sales call, or I'm going to knock another door, or whatever it is. Your endurance is your superpower, okay? And sales is going to reward he who stays the most, the longest, who doesn't see results and doesn't quit. I'm thinking of Alex Hormozi, where he's like, how long can you go and keep doing something without seeing a result before you quit? That is the measure of success, in his opinion. That's a big piece of it. Now we get to go on to the advanced stuff, okay? So, start right off. Number one, I call this the 1, 2, 3, 4 effect. This is something that I do. Some people might think this is a little bit cringy, but this helps me out a lot. Whenever momentum is one of the most important things in sales and in life in general, with everything I do. And if I'm sitting here and I can't create momentum, I'm like, okay, I say one whenever I do something. I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. Let's say I don't want to move. I don't want to like do anything. I'm just like, okay, let me just do one thing at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I just do this little mental game to make sure that I continuously am moving. I'm just keep moving. Because a big thing or a big reason why people fail in sales is they just want to take 30-minute breaks. They just want to take a walk and they lose their momentum. They don't feel like doing it and they can't seem to get that momentum back. It's a small, stupid mental momentum trick if you want to use it. I don't even know who I heard it by. I don't even know if I invented it. I don't want to say I invented something I didn't, okay? Number two, I heard this from Jocko Willink. Number two, cocky before execution. Jocko Willink talks about you're very humble. You're very humble in everything you do. But let's say that he's using the analogy of, what does he do? It's not Muay Thai. Oh my God. Jiu-Jitsu, okay? Right before he's going to get on the mat, right before that, he's going to turn into Mike Tyson. He's like, I'm going to frickin' destroy you. I'm going to win. I'm going to win and I'm going to conquer you and I'm going to get the win here. It's very simple. I'm going to get pretty cocky. This is why I don't like doing sales calls around my family or my friends. It's because I'm a very happy-go-lucky person. I'm very kind. I'm very sweet. Believe it or not, I'm actually a big teddy bear. Okay? Don't tell anybody, by the way. I don't want to be over the internet or something. But right before and when I'm in like the zone, I'll kill you. I will like, can't say that. I get real, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to get this sale. I'm going to call every single person and I'm going to feel 0% bad about disturbing their day. I'm going to feel 0% bad, pushing hard for a sale. I'm in dominator mode. I'm in conqueror mode. Like, you got to understand. It's a whole different mentality. And if you're talking to me about something random, like, hey, can you go do this? I'm like, no, like I'm in the zone. Back off. Number three is leadership. This is your opportunity to stand up. Look, there's a lot of, I love the military. There's a lot of good people in the military. There's a lot of good leadership in the military. Now that I got that caveat out of the way, there's also a lot of leadership and terrible leaders there that you are forced to work under. This is your opportunity when you're thinking, God, if I ever get the opportunity to be a leader, I will just absolutely be a role model. I will not be like that guy. That was horrible. I hate how he oppressed me, or whatever, if you want to use that word. He just was not what I would have defined as a good leader. This is your opportunity to like, hey, I'm now in the civilian sector. I could be a good leader. I could take this opportunity and I could be the person that that guy never was for me. I could be that for somebody else. I could take this opportunity and be a good dang leader. Number 4 is that this is modern day war. Look, I'm sorry, okay? The Spartans are dead. They've been dead a long time. Vikings, same thing, man. Like, I love Vikings. My phone background is Vikings. I'm gonna make a Viking arm sleeve. I'm wearing a Vegvisir.
Yeah.
It's a Nordic compass. I love Vikings. They've been dead quite a long time. So if you're not fighting, because only about 10% of the military, I don't even think 10% of the U.S. military is actually seeing combat or goes to war zones. It's unfortunate for guys like me that wanted to experience it. But at the end of the day, this is the closest we're going to get, guys. This is it. Okay. So you gotta like understand that, and you gotta turn on your brain that if you're not literally fighting somebody, a boxer, some pack sport, you're not wearing, have a gun in Iraq or Afghanistan. This is the closest we're going to get to war. Okay. So this is your battlefield. And another person I heard talk about this is Patric Bet-David and Andy Elliott. Two great people that talk about business and sales. You got to treat this like war and understand that it is, and you're damn well going to win it. Take that mindset every single day. Don't let anybody tell you different. This is a modern day war. You're getting a little, don't you think you're getting a little in your head about it? Don't you think you're getting a little bit extreme? No. No, actually, I think I'm not getting extreme enough. Because when I have millions and millions of dollars, okay, and when I'm with all the women that you want to be with, I got the car you want, and I got the big building and the big house, you know what I'm going to say to you? I'm going to say, okay? Because I win. I won the battle. I won the war, okay? Number five is that you do not expect a lot, pretty much from anybody or anything, and you are used to being treated like shit, and you still work like a sled dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like you're just resilient. You can just keep going. Like, it's amazing because you don't like expect to be paid so much money from sales, which is the whole reason why I'm making these videos, is because in my belief that this is the most important skill set that can get you lots of money and help you achieve your goals, right? You can work like crazy and you don't expect a lot, and you're okay with not being treated very well. So you keep going and going and going. Keep picking up the phone. Hey, you know what? That customer swore at me. Cool, great. Next one. Oh, didn't close that one. Okay, great. Hey, how's my management doing? Oh, my management is yelling at me again. Okay, cool. Whatever. And you just still keep pushing. Number six is surviving on a terrible diet. I mean, who are we kidding? Like, everybody in the military, we're all surviving on what? Monsters, Red Bulls, cigarettes. I just spit my dip out before I did this video. Using dip, coffee, like the amount of coffee and the amount of nicotine that could probably potentially stop your heart. Maybe I took too much and maybe I won't wake up the next day because I had so much caffeine. Like, that's the amount we're taking. Oh, shoot, I didn't eat for 2 days straight. But it's okay. I had like 17 monsters. It's pretty much the diet that we got. It has nothing to do with being in a war zone. It's just, we just all have the worst diet in the freaking universe. We're just used to that. Not good, by the way. You need to fix that. But it's just a testament to the resilience of the military. Number 7, you're desensitized to hierarchies. It doesn't matter. We're always talking to people that are higher up. You have your moment where you're like, hey, I need you to talk to a colonel. I need you to talk to your commanding officer. I need you to talk to this person. Hey, I need you to be at attention. I need you to make perfect eye contact. I need you to say this and this and this. You talk to people that are so much higher up than you on a semi-consistent basis, to the point where you're pretty desensitized to calling the president of a company that's $1 million, a company that's $10 million, a company that's $100 million. Oh, I don't give a crap. I don't care. Whatever. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm $100 million company. Oh, God. Sure. Yeah, that's great. Ugh. Anyway, you gonna buy, or like, what are we doing? You don't care. You're pretty desensitized to the hierarchies. Number 8 is you understand command presence. There are people in the military that are, let's just say, they're not very naturally superior people, and maybe they're short. We'll just call them shorties. They're short kings, okay? But they understand command presence. You understand, okay, I need to talk with a downward tonality. I need to have presence when I walk in the room. My chest is out. I'm walking in a certain way. It's not cocky. It's not being arrogant. It's just understanding my presence has authority. I need to understand how to talk, how to look, how to act at the same time. It's not cocky. It's understanding presence. If Donald Trump walks into a room, everybody around him can just, you're like, whoa, dude. You just feel it. The air is different, man. I'm like, what just happened? You just kind of sense it. Command presence is something that if someone's going to be a successful leader, they understand that. And sometimes it's a little bit of photosynthesis, like a plant. When you're around the people that have great command presence, you can kind of, when you're in those situations, when you realize, oh man, I really need to kind of, whip it out and kind of show them, you can sometimes embody somebody in your life, which is in the military, who is probably a lot stronger than you, and be that person, practice being that person, practice the good qualities while still being yourself, and then you now have command presence. I hope I explain that the right way. If you have an idol or a role model, is what I'm trying to say, who exhibited very good qualities, when you have seen them but not practiced them yet, when you're outside the military or when you're in a situation in sales, now you have an opportunity. Okay, I remember that guy that had really good presence. What did he do? How did he sound? What was his body language like? Okay, you understand those things. Number 9 is that you are trained to trust the process, even when it feels totally pointless. Okay, you just kind of keep going. It's a part of like number 5. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna keep going. I don't even truly understand. A lot of the beginning of my sales career, a lot was, they actually said, don't really, and I'm not saying this is a good thing, I'm just saying this is what I was told, is like, just be a parrot. Just be a total parrot. I'm going to tell you what to say. I'm going to tell you the word tracks. I'm going to tell you the lines. Your job is not to understand it. For the first year, you're going to have no idea why you're saying what you're saying. The words are going to come out of your mouth. You don't even understand why you're asking the questions. And I didn't. I didn't understand any of the questions I was asking. I didn't understand why I was asking the questions. But I was a little parrot. I just kept going. Okay? When it feels like the company's about to shut down, you're going to be chilling. You're going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm still going to keep my volume up. I'm still going to keep doing the dials. I'm still going to keep doing the calls. It's because you have to. It's because you've been trained to do that. Number 10 is you're used to being measured and judged daily. Oh my God. I remember like first getting into sales. Oh my God, I got to do this every day. Every day I'm going to do 200, 300 dials. Are you kidding me? This is maintainable. This is a lifestyle people have to do every day, and they're going to measure me. And if I don't perform, I'll put on a performance improvement plan, a PIP. Like, that's the same thing, man. Like, hey, like, are you measuring up to the objective? We have a mission. Are you doing every day? Someone is up your butt. You got a leader. Hey, man, I'm checking in with you. Did you do what you said you were going to do? Did you do what we said you were going to do? And they're not going to be nice about it either. Okay. Number 11 is you understand the power of tone more than words. Okay. It's, again, you understand that if somebody says something a certain way, you're not yelling at people. By no means, if I'm saying at any point in this video, you should be yelling at people. 0%. What I'm saying is that when somebody has a little bit of authority and they talk a certain way, a little bit of conviction and a downward tonality, you can force your belief into their system. Somebody comes and they look at your product. Yeah, I'm just not sure if it could help me. When I say this is going to save your life, you understand that you have been struggling for this problem for 10 years. And this product is going to be the thing that is going to change your life. They weren't thinking that at all prior to me saying that. But when I'm maintaining perfect eye contact and I'm squared up with them and I'm like, hey, look, you have this problem. This is the solution. I'm 100% confident that this is going to help you. I'm pushing my belief into them, right? This is going to be a part of a whole series. If you got value from this video, please click this video right here, the playlist, or the video right below it. Thank you very much. Leave a like, leave a comment. I want to help you guys out. I'm nothing alone, and I just want to help people. I just want to figure out a way to help other people. Thank you.